Lame Truth here, and I hate to be making a video so soon after yesterday's. I'm trying not to spam you guys or crowd your feed, I guess, but something happened last night into today that I had to document. I have to document this because this is absolutely wild. I wish the title of this video was clickbait. Sadly, it is not. This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen a company do. I don't know why I get under their skin as much as I do, but they are getting a little bit creepy with it, I have to say. I want to cover a few things. I tend to make my videos about several topics, so this may be a longer one. I'm not sure how in-depth I'm going to get here, but when it's all said and done, I, quite frankly, have a lot I want to get off my chest. So first things first here. I gotta cover this because I cannot believe it. Now, I've been dabbling around in the Call of Duty subreddits and whatnot. I've been dabbling around in the review section. If you guys remember, I covered them potentially paying off people for fake positive reviews. I mean, Call of Duty, I don't know if you guys like live in an echo chamber, maybe you do, but if you don't, and you're just kind of out in the world and you're just seeing things for how they are, I mean, Call of Duty is just morbidly hated in 2025. Like, truthfully, it really, really is. You cannot make a single post. They can't make a single post and have some sort of negativity not attached to it. The only thing that I've seen unanimously positive is what I covered in yesterday's video, and that is the Verdansk Casual Royale, which, surprise, surprise, these fucking idiots are thinking of changing it when it's not broke at all. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If it's keeping your game alive and together and actually giving you some semblance of a decent player number, maybe you shouldn't fuck with it, you stupid idiots. But what do I know, man? I'm just one guy. These are like 9,000 devs, which are under the leadership of some smug businessmen with a name I can't pronounce. So what in the fuck do I know, right? Like, I'm not making $1 billion per year stealing money from children and potheads. So clearly I'm just unqualified here, you know? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's continue, though. Before I get into this weird stalking thing that happened to me, I want to cover more of the reviews and more of the AI usage and more of the collusion. I truly do think there's some sort of collusion going on. I even DM'd a friend of mine and asked, hey, am I like crazy? Am I a conspiracy theorist? Or is this not really fucking weird? And they agreed, yeah, it's fucking weird. Let's just get right on into it. Let's show you what I'm talking about here. So I came across this review seemingly randomly. Let's just read it by this person named Ghost, okay? April 29th was when this was posted, so yesterday. Product received for free. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is a fun and exciting game that I've really enjoyed playing, especially with friends. The gameplay is smooth, the graphics look amazing, and there's always something new to explore. Whether you're jumping into fast-paced multiplayer matches or diving into the intense campaign, there's never a dull moment. Playing with friends makes it even better. Coordinating strategies and just having a good time together makes every match memorable. Overall, it's a great game and definitely worth playing if you're into action-packed shooters. This man has 41.4 hours on record with 37.9 hours at the review time. This is such a nice review. Well written, really, if you think about it. Except it's not written by a motherfucking human being. It's not. This is 100% AI generated. If we just look at this review, nothing makes sense about it whatsoever. I mean, I'm going to get to the whole AI generated thing. Maybe that's a bold claim. Maybe you don't believe me. Just give me just a sec, okay? But this is by a Steam user named Ghost, which implies that they're a pretty huge Call of Duty fan, right? So they're a huge Call of Duty fan named Ghost that appears to be a Call of Duty avatar. I could be wrong there. I don't know. But they have 41.4 hours on record for Black Ops 6. Yet they received the product for free. Yet it's 6 months after the release of this title. And it's an AI-generated review. I'm sorry. Is this not fucking weird? If you don't believe that it's AI-generated, just look at this. Just look at this. If you run it through the AI checker, it gives 100% odds, 100% chance that this is all AI generated text. Now, this isn't super reliable, admittedly, this whole like checker thing, but I mean, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to look at that review and immediately think AI generation. Like, that's what I thought when I saw it. It immediately stuck out as bizarre. Now, don't get me wrong. You see a lot of bizarre reviews and stuff like that on every single game. Like, this one I actually found kind of funny. I'm just going to show it to you. It's pretty hilarious. This guy says, 150 hours on Black Ops 6. If you are lucky, you might find a good match. It gets pretty decent sometimes. Cosmetics and effects kind of ruin the visuals. Extra, I did not pay $70 for a game that crashes often, even after running on safe mode. And yet he gives the game a positive review. What the fuck is that? Like, it's like he has a gun to his head. He's like, it's decent sometimes. Also, the visuals kind of suck, but I guess it's okay. And then, like, it crashes a lot. Thumbs up. Like, what the fuck is this review? The review is just a complete paradox. It's kind of funny though. You know, it's not anything malicious. It doesn't strike me as weird. It just strikes me as kind of funny. But then I see this AI generated review, clearly AI generated review, and I have to wonder, what in the hell is this? Now, these may be all over. There are so many reviews for Black Ops 6 Call of Duty, and they're all convoluted because it's all under that one hub, basically, on Steam. So to go through them all would be insane. I don't think anyone has the time for that. But I'm not sure if this is like a new thing. When I was looking for just the weird product received for free reviews in my last video where I covered this, I didn't see anything like overtly AI generated. So this must be a new thing. And look, whether you think this is Activision's doing or not, let me just ask you guys this logically. Let's all be completely logical here, okay? Why does this review exist? Like, what is the purpose of doing an AI-generated review for Black Ops 6 months after the fact, after receiving the game for free? Like, why would someone go out of their way and take the time to do this? Real talk. Like, really ask yourself that question. I can't really find an answer other than maybe they were paid to do it. I mean, we're talking about a company that has trillions of dollars, that has a lot of NDA stuff. It's not out of the realm of possibility, I think, that maybe they saw that last video of mine and they're like, we got to make these seem more legit or something. So then they just like AI generated some reviews. So it looks better than just people putting good or nice game, thumbs up, product received for free. You know what I mean? And look, you might be thinking this is a reach. This is a reach, you know, and that's fine. That's fair. You're welcome to think that. But I'm just pointing it out because I think it is insanely weird. And after what I'm going to show you here in a second, I mean, the stuff I'm going to show you guys, there's no other word for it other than invasive. It is downright fucking creepy. And I am not exaggerating there. These devs must have just way too much time on their hands. Unlike Call of Duty devs, though, today's sponsor actually has a product that aims to fix things. Yes, Black Forest Supplements, longtime sponsor on the channel, and I'm covering cocoa flavanols yet again. We covered this in the last ad read I did with them, but it bears repeating because this stuff is incredible. Just check out what Dr. William Lee, a Harvard graduate scientist, has to say about this.
Well, clinical studies have been done with high flavanol cocoa to show that in like men who are in their 60s with heart disease, they could actually have 2 cups of dark chocolate hot cocoa a day for a month. Yeah. And they doubled the amount of stem cells in their bloodstream and their circulation improved measurably. And then what's even more important and impressive is that there was a study called the Cosmos study that was completed recently that showed that eating high flavanol cocoa decreases the risk of cardiovascular death.
Yeah.
Right, over a period
like a statin.
Like a statin, right. Exactly. Except made with by eating the same thing that you use to make chocolate.
That's incredible.
So we're not telling people to go out to have chocolate, which is a confection, which has got a lot of sugar and all kinds of other stuff in it. Yeah. But it's the stuff underlying
underneath it,
the core of it.
So yeah, guys, chocolate bars aren't going to do much for you, but that's where Black Forest Supplements comes in. They've created the first ever high flavanol cocoa powder packed with everything your body actually needs, and it's only 20 calories. You can stick it in coffee, your protein shake, almond milk, whatever you want. It tastes amazing. This is the much cheaper alternative to naturally support your body's own stem cell production. Don't be like the Hollywood elites here who got $40,000 stem cell facelifts in their gift bags. Save yourself the money and get some Black Forest supplements instead. I've been using it myself. I am sharper than ever. And as men, guys, we need to be on our A game. And part of that is picking the right supplements. So I've worked with Black Forest Supplements to give you guys a special deal. There's a relaunch deal going on, 40% off for the next 48 hours. And I really recommend you guys pick this stuff up because it's flying off the shelves. It's always out of stock. Hit up the link in the pinned comments and or the video description and get some high flavanol cocoa powder from BFS while you can. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes here because this stuff's weird. So there I was last night, right? Browsing the Black Ops 6 subreddit like I typically do when I'm trying to look for like a video topic for the next video or whatever, or just trying to get some random bits of things I want to cover. And I see something that I have not seen since last year. Let me just show this to you. It's pretty wild. You're currently banned from this community and can't comment on posts. Now, you might be seeing this and thinking, like, BT, that's not weird. Like, you criticize these guys constantly. What did you do on the subreddit to get banned? BT, you naughty, naughty boy. Oh, don't talk to me like that or I might get a little... Anyway, let me tell you what I did, viewer. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, okay? Not a motherfucking thing. All right? I didn't do a damn thing. I don't talk here. I do not communicate here. In fact, I said I haven't seen this since last year because if you guys remember, like literally about a year ago now, I was banned from the Black Ops 6 subreddit without ever speaking a word. I was just like instantly banned. This is before the game came out, by the way. I appealed this because I'm pretty sure you cannot ban someone for just existing. Like, I didn't do anything wrong, so I appealed it, I got unbanned, and that was that, right? Since then, I haven't said a word. I even went through my history on Reddit and checked everything to see if I was, like, saying something randomly on a thread that I forgot about on the Black Ops 6 subreddit, but no, I have not said a word. And yet I am banned. As of, apparently this happened just a couple days ago within the last week or whatever. And just so you guys don't think I'm lying to you and I'm making this up, I mean, you can go back through my screenshots of Reddit threads and stuff like that. Right below the post, it'll say if you're banned or not. So like just, what was it, a week or two ago? I think it was just a week ago when I covered the Activision had emailed me and like I was covering the fake reviews on Steam and whatnot. The screenshot of Reddit from that video is completely different from the one I have today. The one then did not show that I was banned. I could write a comment. And then today, as of today, yesterday, whenever this was, I can now not comment. I've been banned in that time frame without ever speaking a word on the subreddit. I'm no expert here, but does this not break Reddit TOS? Like, why am I banned just for existing? I mean, for all I know, I could just do something like a lot of people do nowadays and make something up. I could just say, like, I was banned because I'm half Native American. Yeah, I was banned because they're racist against red people. I could literally just say that. Now, do I think that's why I was actually banned? No. I think someone got really, really upset about me with that player count tweet I made and also the video I made where I said that Activision probably emailed me. The timing of that, I mean, they're adding fuel to the fire of that theory. I mean, again, that could not be Activision. That could be just a really poorly run thing and that's already shut down. Go back and watch that video for more context. Again, I'll link it at the end of this video. But, like, I don't know, man. This is all really, really weird. And it gets even more pathetic. Take a look at this, viewer. I have also been blocked by the COD Updates Twitter. I don't think I've interacted with the COD Updates Twitter since December, when I called them out for lying, literally gaslighting the player base, as did many other people. Why did those other people not get banned? Well, because that's not a bannable offense. However, someone looked me up on Twitter on that account and blocked me as well. But at least my Twitter is like public knowledge, and it's not stalkerish behavior. Now, the reason I say this is stalkerish behavior, let me ask you guys something. Let me ask you guys something really quick, okay? How many times have I promoted my Reddit name on my YouTube videos, my Twitter, anything? How many times? If you're holding up a big fat 0 right now, you are correct, viewer. Most people don't even know I have a Reddit account. I mean, it has my name in it, kind of, my YouTube name and stuff like that. But most of the time, I'm just posting like photography or like I'm posting about watches or, Reddit's a good tool overall. It's very interesting. So the fact that someone literally did this at Activision Blizzard, okay? They looked up my name on Reddit. They found my name on Reddit. They found my Reddit account. They proceeded to ban it in this particular subreddit, despite me having never promoted it. So someone went out of their way. They took the time to look up my Reddit account that I don't promote, just to ban it in a subreddit that I don't speak in. I'm sorry. Are these people not fucking retarded? Can I just say that? Are they not fucking retarded? What is going on? Why are you so pressed? I even make it a point nowadays. I make it a point to be as nice as possible. I do. I don't go out of my way to like say anything cross to any dev. I don't bother with the Call of Duty devs unless I'm respectful. I recently interacted with an old Modern Warfare 3 dev or whatever. The XDefiant devs or whatever can vouch for me that I am very respectful when it comes to the people working on the game. I'm not trying to be a dick to anyone specifically, but I am very critical of the game, and I'm very critical of the overall dev team. When I speak of them overall, something's wrong there. The leadership at Activision, overall, something is wrong there. Why can I not just say that? Why can I not criticize that without them getting so upset they have to literally stalk me on social media platforms that no one even knows about? It is beyond pathetic. This is a $1 trillion company. What is going on with these guys? Why are they focused on me instead of making a good product? I am not the only one calling them out, and I mean, I want you to look at this from Mark Rubin, the ex-Defiant dev, ex-COD dev. He was there during the Call of Duty golden days. If anyone knows about what a good Call of Duty is and can criticize with merit, it is him. Look at this tweet. So Mark is responding to someone saying, hey, I'm never going back to Call of Duty. Love XDefiant. It's a shame it's shutting down. And Mark says, thank you. A lot of games, Call of Duty included, just focus on how to make the most money possible out of the player base. They rely heavily on FOMO marketing and EOMM matches, but I feel like it used to be just more about the quality of the game, which would drive players to play. And that means making the game more player-centric, i.e. less engagement-based tactics and higher quality experiences for the players, better maps, modes, etc. In other words, your game should have a high player count because it's good, rather than people playing it because the game has a $250 million marketing budget. He goes on to say, I just want to add that there are some great people at Activision and their studios. I just think they evolved into something they weren't and haven't been able to escape. Oliver says FOMO marketing, but XDefiant had plenty of FOMO. And Mark says, as a free-to-play game, we did have FOMO content, although one of the features that was coming was a way to earn a currency by just playing to buy old content. But as far as marketing, we barely had any marketing budget. Both of those statements are true. The former, I can verify that from the leakers I talked to. That was a feature coming, I think, in Season 4, I want to say. And then the marketing thing is definitely true because just look at my comment section. You can always find people asking constantly, hey, BT, what game are you playing? Looks fun. Looks like a better Call of Duty. I would like to play this. And I have to tell them, hey, it's XDefiant. It's shutting down in like a month. Sorry. Like, Ubisoft dropped the ball so hard. I don't want to make excuses for XDefiant, but I will say, without any sort of favoritism here, Ubisoft fucked up royally with XDefiant. Ubisoft released XDefiant before it was officially 100% done. It was missing a lot of features. It should have released pretty much with the features we got in Season 3, so they rushed it out. They canned it too soon. All the while, Black Ops 6 bled players like a stuck fucking pig. Man, and like they're still bleeding players. I don't think you guys realize how fucking dead Black Ops 6 is. Go watch my video where I cover the Verdansk numbers. It's on my channel. I think it's like the Verdansk numbers are in. It's bad or whatever. I actually try to play Black Ops 6 and the matchmaking just takes ages. Guys, in any sort of like unpopulated, like not 24/7 brain rot mode, the game is completely vapid. Like nobody is fucking playing it. The matchmaking took like 3 to 4 minutes. Guys, what a colossal failure from Ubisoft. And now, I'm not sure if I've covered this in depth. I don't think I have, but they're saying that they're going to be making, Ubisoft, they're going to be making some BR inspired by Apex Legends. How can anyone trust these people when they have not only pulled the plug on XDefiant, but other Ubisoft titles well before they gave them a proper chance to succeed? Did you guys know that Ubisoft nearly pulled the plug on Rainbow Six Siege back in the day? Rainbow Six Siege, which is now celebrating its 10-year anniversary and is popping off in the player counts from what I can tell on the Steam charts at least, nearly got pulled the month before the last update they did revived the player count and got things on an upward trajectory. Just insane how short-sighted and fucking stupid Ubisoft is as a whole, man. What a colossal botch. I see a lot of people saying that, hey man, the arcade shooter archetype, nobody wants to play that. Have you guys seen Call of Duty Mobile's numbers? If anything, XDefiant wasn't competing with Call of Duty's yearly slop releases. It was competing with Call of Duty Mobile, because what XDefiant was setting out to do, it was setting out to do exactly what Call of Duty Mobile is doing, but just on PC and console platforms. It just blows my mind. I actually, on my last XDefiant video I had a lot of devs from XDefiant come to my video and say, hey, thanks for the shout out, BT. I'm glad you like the game. I'm glad you like the music. I love the Season 3 Assassin's Creed remix music and whatnot. Whereas with Call of Duty, I've never even interacted with a dev not named Vonderhaar or 402, and what is that? Those guys are so old school now. So it just goes to show the difference. I mean, a dev team that plays their game. I recall the XDefiant devs saying something to the effect of we read everything on the subreddit, even the negative stuff, so we can see what we can improve on as we move forward. They literally said something akin to that, paraphrasing, of course. But we go from that to the Call of Duty devs, the Activision Blizzard devs, the people that run the social media accounts and whatnot, stalking a YouTuber to ban him from a subreddit that he doesn't even talk on or use. Make it make sense. How did we fall this far? They get so butthurt that I call out their scummy business practices and their manipulation and them trying to sell drugs to kids through some sort of stupid, constant weed-centric storefront? Fuck off! Where did we go wrong as a society that this is gaming in 2025, you know? Why is the biggest release in 2025 is a game that came out nearly 20 years ago, remastered with no hype behind it, no marketing. It just dropped out of nowhere. It dropped like a bird crapping on you while you're taking a walk. What? How did we get here, you know? Guys, that's all I have in me, man. I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, drop me a like, drop me a comment below, drop me a subscription if you could, and hit that notification bell if you really want to see more. I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.